Brothers, Destiny is broke and alone. We have to watch a couple clips today about the streamer known as Destiny. Now, about a decade ago, maybe more at this point, Destiny was somebody that was highly respected in the debate and commentary circles. A lot of the people that we see from the hater branch of the internet, they stemmed from Destiny. Hassan Piker stemmed from Destiny. He was the one that gave us Hassan Piker. So, round of applause for Destiny. In addition to failing as a father and failing as a husband, he also failed as a person with any sort of insight, because if not for Destiny, we wouldn't have to deal with Hassan Piker. Anyway, we're going to be watching this clip from Destiny, who talks about how hard it is right now financially. Yeah, that's right. Destiny is like, okay, I don't want DSP to be the only one making a financial segment where I'm basically begging for money and pleading, guys, it's so tough out there. You don't know how hard I have it. You know, maybe if you put more time into your channel and having debates and being like a good faith person rather than sucking dicks and recording them on screen and having sex with women and recording it and then sending it to your friends, allegedly, in my opinion, if maybe if you spent more time actually creating a product or service that people wanted to consume, maybe you wouldn't be in this position. Maybe if you didn't do all the drugs and neglect all the things that were important for your own selfish, hedonistic desires, maybe you wouldn't be in this position. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Destiny, the broke, and Destiny, the alone.
Worth skipping events for grinding streams. It's not worth it to skip. Wait, no, yes. The only money that I make right now is from streaming on Kick. So when I do events, it costs me a considerable amount of money, yes. And then I'm getting squeezed from way too many places right now with zero external support, so because I don't have YouTube money. The Kick stuff doesn't pay out as well as it used to. And then between court costs.
What would the Kino Casino say? He's broke! Nobody's watching him! He's a cuck! He's gay! Yeah, I think that that's totally understandable. Destiny's brand of hyper politicized, radical, violent rhetoric has, well, it's not really done him any favors, has it? So, for example, you may say, okay, what did Destiny say, or what did Destiny do that would have people that were that bent out of shape, that were that frustrated? Well, we could pull this up. Actually, I'm gonna pop over here. This is Destiny. One of the many times where he was gleeful about a Trump supporter, a father, being shot at a Trump rally. And the thing is, it wasn't just that. He was going on Piers Morgan, saying that he thought that more conservatives needed to be afraid of dying, because then they would go to Trump and tell Trump to tone down the rhetoric, which is immoral, insane, and delusional.
Be clear. Fuck you. Fuck the guy that got shot at the rally. This is why I don't give a fuck about showing sympathy. This is why I don't give a fuck. This is why I don't give a fuck about the sympathy for any of you fucking losers, because you won't own up to anything.
Don't take it out on me because your wife left you, Pastor.
Nobody is talking about.
All right. Everybody, calm down. Jesus Christ.
You got the skin complexion of Uncle Fester. Go worry about your
ex-wife. That's great, and you've got the voice tone of a guy with an A1C of 15, okay? Good for you.
That's fine. Listen, I don't even know what that means. God bless.
I'm sure you don't. That's why your feet are about to fall off, dipshit. Oh, fuck, he muted me again. Okay,
oh, my God.
Yeah, so this guy, I don't know why people follow this guy. He's never been mentally well. He's always been a morally degenerate spurg. He's not particularly good at debating. He just talks really fast, and he's loud. And he's obnoxious, and people on the left have confused that with, wow, what a brilliant orator, what a brilliant dialectic he has. No, he's a meth jaw degenerate Coomer gremlin, And he's somebody that every time he has to go up against somebody that is even remotely competent, he loses. He gets absolutely blown the fuck out. Look at some of his debates with Andrew Wilson, and it's incredibly obvious the difference in their ability not only to be functional human beings, but also in how to debate. Destiny's entire approach is spurg, 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 meth jaw like a typewriter, and spurg some more. That's what he does, he spurgs. But the thing is, the reason we're talking about this is because this should be a teachable moment to anyone out there that you may think that, oh, well, there's this radical, rabid element of people. So if I go further, they're going to give me more money and they're going to give me more support. No. These people will use you as long as you're useful, and then when you're not, they will discard you. And Destiny is no longer useful. He is a liability. He is a liability because he's a cuck whose girlfriend or his wife, whatever you want to call him, his partner, bounced on him. No pun intended. She got out of there. His kid is now a groiper, or was somebody that was a fan of Nick Fuentes, which is absolutely crazy. But more than that, if you take a look at Destiny, he's a cuck.
But no. No, we gotta no.
Uh-oh.
No. Okay.
Mel time.
Why did I say this?
Mel time. It's Mel time.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal. And yes, you have the skin complexion of Uncle Fester is a brilliant burn. Here's another cuckold.
Give him a little kiss on the cheek.
I think I'll have to put some after.
Wait. I'm not okay with that.
Ew, you licked it. Who licked somebody's face?
That's
She just licked his face.
That's okay.
You're getting cut.
Him. I mean, let's be
Now, guys, I am not going to show you the video that went viral of Destiny sucking a cock. I just refuse. Even for the sake of making a point, I'm not going to show it, but it does exist. Now, let's wrap up and finish the end of this sad, pathetic video.
And then taking time off to travel and do events, whatever, it's a lot. It's a big old squeeze.
Yeah. I imagine you are getting squeezed, Destiny, and not the way that you usually like, because you're being sued. You're being sued, I think, by a couple people at this point. Destiny. Seems that your little harem is over. Your kid hates you. Your kid wants nothing to do with you. Your wife is gone. Now, I don't say this to gloat. I say this because it's the truth, and also because I would very much like anyone who watches this not to emulate this person's behavior. Destiny has spent a career trying to convince people that his approach to life, his morals, his ethics, his values are the correct ones, and that everyone that he doesn't like is a terrible, evil, bad person. But here's the truth. And this may be uncomfortable for somebody like Destiny, but honestly, it's the best advice he's ever going to get from anyone. And I'm not even going to charge him for it. The truth is that Destiny has lived a life of profound selfishness. He has neglected his kid, his wife, his duties and responsibilities, his obligations as a man, his obligations as a husband, and his obligations as a father. As a content creator, he had an opportunity to be a force for good. Instead, he chose to be a force for evil. He chose to defend cuckoldry and open relationships, which are detrimental to both men and women. He is somebody that has lived his life in the most demonic, sinful way imaginable. And now these are the consequences of his own actions. And I very much doubt he's taking responsibility. No, instead it seems like, look at that face. It seems like he's crying. Woe is me, guys. It's so tough out there. It's so tough. I'm not making the money that I used to. I'm having a hard time financially. Well, you know what? I can understand that. I can understand that. But you've been somebody that has, I think in your career, been paid millions of dollars. This is sort of the same thing with the quartering. The quartering has millions of dollars. Both of you have had access to more money than most people will see in a lifetime. And yet, you're talking about how hard it is. I don't have YouTube money. Kick doesn't pay as much as it used to. And then the court costs.
Did you see how he announced he was going to donate $100,000 to the girl who falsely accused Andrew Wilson of rape? The guy is a demon.
That's a great point. Thank you, Andrew Jump. Welcome back, brother. It's been a while. Thank you for the 10-pound donation. That's amazing. Yes. Do you guys remember? In fact, I'm going to try to find it to pull it up because I think it's that important. Destiny, Andrew Wilson. So, let me just refresh your memory. There was a girl that falsely accused Andrew Wilson of being a rapist. She falsely accused Andrew Wilson of being a rapist. So what did Destiny do? Well, Destiny decided, you know what? I'm going to pay the legal fees of this girl if they sue you. I'm going to pay $100,000. I'm going to pay $100,000. That's what Destiny said. That is disgusting. It's despicable. But, first of all, it goes to show Destiny's lack of any sort of character. Oh, by the way, here it is. Here it is. Destiny. And just so you know, there's no confusion. This is... Oh, by the way, one thing. Destiny blocked me on Twitter. Destiny blocked me on Twitter. So, I'm publicly committing at least $100,000 in support for Tilly between me and my community for legal fees if either party sues her. So, this girl defamed Andrew Wilson. And Destiny's response was, between me and my community, I'm going to raise $100,000 for her legal defense. And now, what is Destiny doing? Guys, I don't have a lot of money. Guys, it's tough out there. It's really tough. Guys, YouTube's not paying as much, guys. Look at his little sad face. Look at his little sad face. I mean, if he weren't such a Coomer Cuck gremlin degenerate retard, you would feel bad. Look at that. That is a man that has been broken. His skin is pasty. He looks greasy. His hair is unkempt. At least it's not blue at this point. But look at his face. Look at his. He looks very sad. He looks. This is depressing. And in this video, he's talking about, guys, I'm having a hard time financially. I've wasted all my money. They're suing me, guys. I'm having to pay a lot in lawyers' fees. And I'm not getting money from YouTube. You're not getting money from YouTube, okay? Don't you have like a Patreon? Don't you have like maybe nobody wants to do business with you? Because you talked about how it was a good thing that Trump supporters were getting killed? that, maybe this was a good thing because Trump supporters should be scared. By the way, if it were up to me, for the things that Destiny has said, we just deport him. I mean, if you're an anti-American person that, says it's a good thing that your fellow Americans are being shot for no reason, absolutely no valid reason. None. No valid reason whatsoever. I just say, just deport him. Yeah, to wherever. No, yeah, we could send him to. I don't know. I don't know where you'd send him, but not here. Anyway, brothers, I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for supporting the channel. This guy, Destiny, has been causing problems for a long time. And now we see the fruits of all of his work. We see that he has no wife. We see that he has no son anymore. Yeah, he's got a son, but his son hates him, And now he's being clowned on by some of the biggest content creators and comedians in the world.
The Destiny chats that leaked, bro, they're so gay.
What happened?
He's talking about having a butt plug in and thinking about sucking dudes. That's literally a quote.
Who,
Destiny's talking this shit like, oh,
he also might have just been being really funny.
I just a butt plug. This is so intense.
Here's the thing: if he was joking, that might be the funniest thing in the world, dude.
Yeah, what if he was being funny?
If he was joking,
that's hilarious. If he was being funny,
if you're being funny, that's the funniest thing in the world.
They go, oof, this is intense. That just sounds too real. Mad dude, chicks walk around with that shit in your ass, bro.
Butt plugs?
Yeah,
that'd be sick to sit down in a political debate and just be plugged up.
Yep.
Yeah,
I disagree actually.
Tokens.
I'm not going to judge a man for wearing a butt plug. It is intense, I bet. He's not a liar.
You can say a lot about him. He's not telling the truth on this.
Yeah,
that's an absolute truth.
He's definitely telling the truth.
It is funny to wear one and act like it's like a medic, like an insulin detector. Like, hold on, my fucking butt plug.
Yeah, you gotta check the app.
Give me a second. I need to board the plane first. My butt plug's going crazy right now.
So, guys, I just want to put this in perspective. You've got Shane Gillis and a bunch of other comedians on stream, on camera, talking about Destiny the streamer. And what are they talking about? Are they talking about his history with debates? Are they talking about, oh man, he did really good in that one debate. He's an intellectual. Man, he should be going on Rogan. No, they're talking about the time Destiny bragged or was talking about him having a butt plug up his ass. That is the legacy of Destiny. The legacy of Destiny is when people think about him, they will think about him in the most disgusting, grotesque, gremlin-like, Coomer-like setting. That will be the default for Destiny. Just the most pathetic, sad shell shadow of a man. He is a broken, damaged soul.
I need to do a medical pre-poll.
I need an orange juice.
What percent of people do you think are walking around with butt plugs in day to day? You think it's 10%? 10% is crazy.
10% is way too much. No way.
All day. I think it's a solid
walking around with butt plugs.
Yeah.
Chicks do it supposedly to prepare for anal sex later in the night.
That 10%.
And then you got gay dudes who that's there every day.
That's what I heard.
For anal sex later in the night.
Okay, that's disgusting, but yeah, that's disgusting. But we have one more clip to show, guys. We got one more clip to show you, and this, unfortunately, and I don't like to get into family, but Destiny is somebody that doesn't mind going after people's family, doesn't mind going after people in any sort of way, including wishing death on them. So, with that being said,
been for a very long time utterly irrelevant, unfortunately, has been platformed and revitalized his career directly as a consequence of like hanging out with Molestany, who openly talked about how he gave him a lifeline, and then going all the way to like hanging out with Kanye and even dining with the motherfucking current president. But ultimately, maybe not just a lifeline, maybe even more than just a lifeline. Anyway, but that's besides the point. So the other reason why I don't, give him any, give him any platform whatsoever on this broadcast is because like he is a skilled orator, a very dangerous and skilled orator who recognizes the media landscape and the media environment. You just don't get it. Epstein was going to de-radicalize his entire audience and instead ended up handing over half of his own and his own kid. I know. Yeah, that was a spectacular failure, by the way, in terms of like what, sex pestiny, molestany, Epstein was trying to do, right? Like he was like, oh, dude, his audience loved talking about how like, you don't understand, dude, you got to debate this guy. Destiny's just like owning him in the marketplace of ideas. And while doing so, he's just like, destroying him in the marketplace of ideas and making his audience more liberal. And instead of that happening, it turns out his son is now a groyper and a Nick Fuentes acolyte. And many in his community are also in that same group now. I wonder how that happened. What a fucking spectacular failure. It turns out when you get chicken and waffles with the fucking neo-Nazi and you normalize him as just like any other type of content creator or even routine.
Yeah, so even Hassan Piker in his obnoxious rambling rant, even Hassan Piker acknowledges that Destiny's son is now a groyper, I think to spite his dad. And could you blame him? So, brothers, I want to thank you for watching this video. I want to thank you for allowing me to get this off my chest. Destiny, I think, boy, he's got a lot of nerve, a lot of gall to come out there and sort of like, guys, my money's running out. It's pathetic. Destiny, there are a lot of better content creators that people can give their money to than you. There are a lot of better content creators that people can give their money to than you. You've had your chance. You've had your time. You've squandered your money. You've squandered your family. You've squandered your reputation. You are now a pariah because you're so radioactive and so toxic and so malicious with no good faith, no goodwill. You're just evil to try to get attention. And, it's backfired. In a way that is beyond what I could have even imagined a couple years ago. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.